Thanks for joining Soul Strength Fit. This is day 3 in the first week of New You Stepping Out in Faith. This will be a total body workout, so have your dumbbells ready and let's get started seated on the ground or on your mat. Lord God, help us to overcome any fears or anxieties that weigh us down by the strength of the faith we have in you. Bless this time, we pray. Amen. Okay, I want you to start making your way into a runner's lunge. We're going to start getting warmed up, stretched out right here. So 1 foot forward, the other knee back, palms to the inside of your front foot. Just start to melt here. Get a big opening through your back hip flexor and your front hip. Hold and breathe. In today's reading, we saw that Moses didn't want to be called by God. He didn't want this task, but God had chosen him. God was asking Moses to take a risk. He was leading him far out of his comfort zone. This wasn't Moses' choice. It was his calling. And God calls us too. He knows the plans he has for us. He knows our future before we do. And he will prepare us for everything that we will face in life. Sometimes he prepares us long ahead of time. And in fact, sometimes we might not even realize he's preparing us for what he will one day ask us to do. Moses may not have known why he was being called to step out in faith like this, but God had a reason. I want you to switch out your legs now, so take the other foot forward, your other knee back. Just melt into this side now. Let that back hip flexor start to release a little bit. Hold and breathe. And this is true for us as well. Even when we don't understand why things are happening or why God is calling us to obey in ways that we don't understand, God has a reason. Take just a moment now. Is there anything in your life that you don't understand, circumstances or situations that you just can't see God's plan? Is there anything you want to lift up to God right now and maybe say, God, I don't understand, but I'm trusting you? Take a deep breath. And then come on up and gather up your dumbbells as you do so. We are moving into a hold and go upper body round. So what is that going to look like? Let's see. I want you, with your dumbbells, we're going to get set up with a bent over row. So in a hold and row round, one arm is going to be holding while the other arm is going to be going. Okay, so getting set up in a bent over row, feet together, hips way back. Let's go ahead and draw both hands up to your rib cage now, right here. Keep your left hand in place, fingertips right by your rib cage, and now lower your right hand down and right back up. Start to row. You're holding this for 20 seconds. So your left hand is staying put, your right hand is moving. We're going to fatigue that left side a little bit, and then we're going to switch this out, and we're going to fatigue the right side with these isometric holds. So in about 10 seconds, less than that, we're going to switch sides. Keep your hips low, keep your back flat. Just 3, just 2, and 1. Good. Now hold your right hand in place, squeeze your shoulder blade back, and left hand goes. Get that row going. So your chest stays just hovering over your knees, your core is tight, your gaze is down. Huge squeeze through that shoulder blade. I don't know which side starts to feel a little bit more difficult, the one that's moving or the one that's holding. Do the best you can with each side. You're almost there. Just 3, just 2, and 1. Done. Okay, come on down to the mat. We're moving into a chest press now. If you have a heavier set of weights, we could use heavy on this. So I want you to come down to lying, and I want your legs bent. I'm going to give the option to lift your hips into a bridge here to make this more difficult. We're going to start with our hands up. Palms are facing away from you. And now keep your left hand where it is, and then bend your right arm, tap your elbow to the ground, and right back up. Right arm is going, left is holding, right is going. We've got this for 20 seconds, and then we're gonna switch this out. You're doing a great job. So I want you really pushing that left dumbbell all the way up towards the ceiling. I want you getting that right elbow all the way down to the ground. Just 3, just 2, and 1. Go ahead and switch. Hold your right hand there, and now tap your left elbow and big press up. All the way down and big press up. 20 seconds on this side. You're doing great. And now, if you haven't tried lifting your hips, maybe give it a try. Push them up into a bridge. You've only got about 10 seconds left, and then we're back up to standing. Keep that left arm going. Keep your right arm pressing. Just 3, just 2, and 1, done. Okay, come on up to standing. Bring your dumbbells as you do so. We've got a hold and go bicep curl round. So it looks like this. Your palms are right out in front of you, palms facing the ceiling, forearms parallel to the ground. Keep your left arm there, right arm goes all the way down, all the way up. Now, I know it is hard to hold that left arm in place. I want you to do your best that you can, the best that you can, holding it there for these 20 seconds. Stay with it. You've got about 5 seconds to go, and then your right arm holds. Just 3, just 2, and 1. Good. Okay, hold your right arm in place. 3, 2, 1, left arm goes. Rep this out now. Right arm is holding, left arm is going. Let your shoulders relax down away from your ears, and maybe pull your elbows forward just like an inch or so. They should be at the front of your rib cage. You've got about 10 seconds left, and then we've got 1 hold and go exercise after this, and a couple more before we take our next stretch. 3, 2, 1, and done. Shake them out a little bit. We are ending hold and go with shoulder press. Oh boy. All right, so I want you 2 90-degree angles. Get your arms all the way up now over your head. That's the hold position. Right arm bends, left arm stays lengthened above your head. Timer is started, so go. You're dropping your right elbow down with control to shoulder height, and then a big press up so that your thumbs come to meet above your head. You're coming up on switching this out, so stay with it. Push, push, push that left hand to the ceiling. Just 3, just 2, and 1. Good. Okay, right hand stays put, and left hand goes 20 seconds. I think of the hold and go, these are the most difficult. So stay with it. Show yourself what you can do with this 20 seconds on this side. Try to keep that right arm as long as you can right now. Left arm is working. You've got 3 seconds left, almost done. Last 2 and 1. There you have it. Roll out your shoulders. We're not quite done yet though, so don't set those dumbbells down. Up next, lateral raises. So just bring your palms together right in front of your hips. And 3, 2, 1, 20 seconds lateral raises. Lift them out to the side and right back down. Out to the side and right back down. So we're kind of finishing those shoulders out. You've got this and 2 more 20-second exercises, and then you are into a stretch. So stay with it. You're doing a great job. Try to keep your arms nice and long as you lift these all the way up and out. You're doing a great job. Just 3, just 2, and 1. Done. Okay, don't set them down. But now we're coming back to that same position that we had the bent over row, except this time we're taking tricep extensions. Feet together, hips back. Bring your elbows to your rib cage. And now I want you to hold. Extend your arms and hold for 5, for 3, 2, and 1. Now bend at your elbows and extend 20 seconds. Rep this out. Now let's burn out those triceps. We haven't really hit those yet. So thumbs to your shoulders, pinkies to the ceiling. Keep your back nice and flat. You've got 8 seconds left on this. You're almost done. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Done. We are coming down to the mat for 20 seconds of knee push-ups, and then you stretch. I know you can do this. On your knees, get all set up. Give this all you got. 20 seconds is what I'm asking right here. Give it all you got. If you're bending your elbows 1 inch, but your arms are burning and on fire, then you know what? You are doing a great job, because right now we are just trying to work to failure. We're trying to work until you need this next break. You are almost there. 3, 2, and 1. Push back to a child's pose. Nice job. Stretch through your chest. Take your knees really wide as you can get them. Big toes come together to touch. Sink your hips to your heels, and then let your forehead rest down. Really walk your palms out long in front of you. Nice chest stretch right here. Good work on that first round. Moses questioned God. He questioned God's calling because of his self-doubt and lack of confidence. Who am I, God? He asked. I'm not good enough. I don't compare to others. I'm not anything special. I'm not strong enough, brave enough, kind enough. Do you ever have thoughts such as these? Can you relate at all with this self-doubt? Come to seated. We're going to take one more quick stretch, a butterfly stretch. So bring your heels together. You're going to push your knees down with your elbows. Let your head just hang heavy. Remind yourself right now, we don't have to be perfect or experienced to be used by God. We just need to follow God's lead and trust that He is able. Can you do that? Tell God that you are willing to trust His lead and His plan, no matter how uncertain you feel. God has chosen you, and God wants to use you. Take a deep breath, and we are getting back to your physical strength. So, same round, one more time. Hold and go round. Let's get up and get this done. We are starting with that bent over row. So gather up your dumbbells, feet together, hips back, nice long spine. Start out by pulling your fingertips to your ribcage, squeeze your shoulder blades together. 20 seconds, your right arm goes, your left arm stays. Left arm holds, right arm goes. So as your right arm is going, I want you to brush your elbow alongside your rib cage, get your fingertips all the way up to your ribs. You're doing a great job. Concentrate on those shoulder blades squeezing back in together. You've got 3 seconds on this side, 2 and 1, done. Switch this out, right hand stays, left arm goes. Good job. Now, I know that right arm's a little tired. Don't let it start to sink. I'm only asking 20 seconds each side. Continue to squeeze that shoulder blade back. Are you giving this everything you've got? You've only got 4 seconds left. Just 3, just 2, and 1, done. Okay, down to the mat, we've got that chest press. So remember, I'm giving you the option for a bridge, in which case you're going to push through your heels and lift your hips and just hold them up. Gather your dumbbells, and now we press them both up above our chest to begin. Left hand stays, right hand goes, timer started. Tap your elbow and then extend all the way straight, all the way down and all the way up. Really get the full range of motion here. Get your elbow all the way down and really lengthen your arm all the way straight. Bring your thumbs together at the top of this movement. You've got 5 seconds left. Almost there. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Switch it out. Left hand goes now. Your right hand stays. Push that dumbbell all the way to the ceiling. You're doing a great job. I want your elbow touching the mat and then all the way up. If you're in the bridge, I want you to squeeze your core a little bit tighter. I want you to squeeze your glutes a little bit tighter. You've got 5 seconds left, almost done. Just 3, just 2, and 1. Nice. Back up to standing we go. We've got those bicep curls. So remember, your elbows are pinned at your ribcage, palms face the ceiling. Hold your left hand there. I'm starting the timer, 20 seconds. Right hand extends all the way down, big curl up, all the way down and big curl up. So I want you to try to keep both elbows pinned to the front of your ribcage right here. Your palm should be coming all the way up to your shoulder. You should be getting your right arm all the way straight at the bottom. 4 seconds left and we switch this out. 3, 2, and 1, done. All right, switch it out. Right hand stays, left hand goes. Timer is started. So look at your right arm. Is that forearm parallel to the ground? Do everything within your capabilities right now to get that forearm parallel to the ground. You're almost done. You've just got 6 seconds left. It is flying by. We're down to 3, down to 2, and 1, done. Okay, big breath because we've got that shoulder press next. You can do it. The lightest weights probably that you've got for this exercise. I want you to start with your hands all the way up above your head. Lock your left arm there. Right hand goes. Drop and press. Drop and press. Do this with intention. Do this with purpose. You're dropping your elbow down to shoulder height and you're getting that arm all the way straight at the top of the movement. Keep that left arm lengthened. You're almost there. You've got 4 seconds. Last 2, 1, done. Switch this out. Right hand stays, left hand goes. I know your arm's a little tired now. I know that your shoulders are feeling this, but I want you to keep that right arm lengthened. Really push your knuckles into the ceiling. Drop your left elbow all the way down and then big lengthened press up. 3, 2, 1, done. Okay, roll them out, but keep those dumbbells in your hands. We have got the lateral raises next. They start in front of your hips and 3, 2, 1, lift right out to the side and lower right back down. So the goal is to get these dumbbells all the way to shoulder height. If you need, take a bigger bend in your elbows. That's a great modification. The longer your arms are, the harder this will be. So if you're capable, continue to keep your arms lengthened. You've got 3 seconds left. 2, and 1, done. Okay, 2 exercises to go, and we're starting with those triceps. Feet together, hips back. Drop your chest down, pull your elbows to your rib cage. We're starting with a 5-second hold. You can do it. Lengthen your arms, pinkies to the ceiling for 5, 4, 3, 2, and now bend and extend 20 seconds. Pinkies all the way to the ceiling. I want you to really concentrate on the squeeze in these tricep extensions. If you give those triceps a little extra attention and a ginormous squeeze, I guarantee that you will really feel it regardless of the amount of weight you're using. Even if you were using no weight. 3, 2, 1, done. All right, let's finish this round out. On your knees for push-ups, 20 seconds. The best 20 seconds of push-ups you can give me now. This is the last time you're doing push-ups in my workout today. 3, 2, 1, timer is started. Rep this out. I really want you to ask yourself and be honest with yourself. Am I giving this all I've got? Am I really tapping into my inner strength right now? You've got 8 seconds left, and I don't want you to give up. I want you to keep going, even if you're bending your elbows an inch. You've got 2, 1, done. Push back once more to a child's pose. Really great job. Big stretch through your chest. Sink your hips to your heels. Take your knees wide. Deep breath. Usually when people take steps of faith and follow God out of their comfort zone, they have to face personal fear. What deep fears keep you from really walking with and obeying God? What keeps you from stepping out in faith and with His help, doing what you never could do on your own? Take one more big breath. And then I want you to come on up because we are moving into a lower body round. Dumbbells are optional. I, of course, suggest and recommend them, and I will demonstrate with dumbbells. We're starting with alternating step-back lunges. So, gather up your dumbbells if you want to give those a try, which I think you should because you probably can do more than you realize. Just letting your dumbbells dangle by your sides. Pull your shoulders down and back, nice straight spine to begin. All we do, step one leg back, and then step together and switch. We're just alternating step-back lunges here. All right, so what I want you to do with these alternating step-back lunges is I want you to really think about dropping that back knee down. You're really keeping your weight shifted to your front heel, and you're trying to get your back knee as close down towards the ground as you can. So we're keeping just a nice good pace. I know sometimes on alternating lunges, we can kind of like, it can throw off your balance a bit as you're coming to standing. That's okay, get right back to it. You just got 3, just 2, and 1, done. Okay, we're moving into a set of front squats. So if you've got dumbbells, they're right in front of your shoulders. If you don't, you can maybe just hold your hands out in front of you for a little bit of balance. And now here, just push your hips back, elbows drive towards your thighs, and right back up. Squeeze your glutes like your life depends on it. There we go. Timer is started, 30 seconds. So you're just getting low in these squats. Your knees, your legs can be just a little bit wider than hip width distance, and you're keeping your chest lifted the whole time. Actually, when we hold our dumbbells here in front of our shoulders, it almost forces you to keep your chest lifted because of your arm position and where your dumbbells are situated. So I really want you squeezing through your glutes, squeezing through your core. 4 seconds to go, almost done. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, catch your breath quickly. Because up next, alternating lateral lunges. You can keep those dumbbells in your hands. It looks like this, starting from standing in center. Big step out to the side, reach both dumbbells, frame out your shin, step together, and switch. Good. Timer has started, 30 seconds. So this round is definitely going to pick up your heart rate. This exercise right here will definitely pick up your heart rate. You're taking up a lot of space. You're really moving from low and then all the way back up to high. I want you to really frame out your shin. The lower you get these dumbbells, in fact, the closer towards your ankle, the harder it will be because you're really dropping your torso down. But remember, your gaze is always forward because I want your chest to stay rather lifted. Just 3, just 2, and 1, done. Okay, those of you who have been holding dumbbells, we get to set them down now, so no one has dumbbells. Up next, we're taking a squat to a front kick. We're going to continue to lift this heart rate and burn some calories. So it looks like this. Go ahead, squat all the way back, and as you come up, big kick forward, right back into your squat, big kick forward. Timer is started. So here's an exercise you can pick up the pace. You can go slow and controlled on this, or if you're really ready for a good burn, you really want to pick up your heart rate, you really want to burn some calories today, you pick up the pace. You get very low into that squat, and then a big extension, push through your heel into this kick. You've got 10 seconds to go, and then we're on the mat. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, done. All right, come down to the mat. We are making our way into tabletop donkey kicks. So what this looks like, a dumbbell is going to be optional. You're going to be on your hands and your knees, palms under your shoulders, knees under your hips. Now, to use a dumbbell, what you're going to do is squeeze it right behind your knee. All right, see how I've got that there? Now my foot is going to be flexed, and now 30 seconds, push your heel up to the ceiling, squeeze through your glute, tap your knee right back down. That's the movement. I'm starting the timer. So what we want to say about this first is you need to keep your hips squared. So whichever leg is moving and pressing up towards, whichever heel is pressing up towards the ceiling right now, don't let that hip begin to roll and open up. Keep your hips squared to the mat. Shoulders are squared to the mat. Core is tight. You don't have to use a dumbbell on this exercise. You can just be pushing through your heel, utilizing your glute strength. You've just got 3, just 2, and 1, done. Let's go ahead and switch this out. So if you're using the dumbbell, switch it to the other knee. Give it a great big squeeze. Squeeze it with all your might. Flex your foot. And now press your heel to the ceiling. Tap your knee down. 30 seconds. So we're pushing through our palms. You're keeping a nice flat back. You're really concentrating on keeping your hips and your shoulders squared so that the only movement is really coming through your leg from your glute all the way to your heel. You've got just about 10 seconds left on this side, and then we have 1 ab exercise, and we're into a stretch. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, done. All right, go ahead and move that dumbbell out of your way for now. Up next, I want you to lay on your back. We're moving into lower abs, power press, alternating leg lowers. So what it's gonna look like is we're going to start with our palms just kind of situated underneath our hips, pressing into the mat, head down, legs up towards the ceiling, feet flexed. So you feel like you're pressing your heels to the ceiling. Now here, just a slight lift up with your heels, and now one leg lowers down, right back up, both heels lift to the ceiling, the other leg lowers down, up through center, and you see we're alternating leg lowers. Timer is started, 30 seconds. So what I need to say about this exercise is the longer your leg, the harder it's going to be. So if you're feeling like a rock star, you keep a nice long leg the whole time. If that feels too much, bend both knees right now. Keep both legs bent, and you could just be tapping one heel to the ground at a time, and then driving both knees to the ceiling rather than your heels. Wherever you are, we've got 4 seconds to go. 3, 2, 1, and done. Good. I want you to come into a straddle stretch next. So just take your legs out wide to either side. You made it to this recovery stretch. I want you to enjoy. I want you to stretch out, and I want you to let your heart rate come back down. This way you feel ready for the last round of exercises. Melt forward, let your head relax, and take a deep breath. Looking back on your life, can you think of a time when you did not follow God in faith? When you said no to His calling? And looking back, can you think of a time when you said yes to a calling from God? What prompted you to say yes? And what was the result of each of these choices? Just hold and breathe, reflect for a moment. One last deep breath. And we are coming up for our last round of exercises today. We've got each one of these one more time through. So pick up your dumbbells. If you're not using dumbbells on this round, maybe give it a try, but pick up your dumbbells, and we're starting with those alternating step back lunges. All right, so timer is started, 30 seconds, here we go. Whether you're using your dumbbells or not, I want you to finish this last round out with everything you've got. I I want you to really be honest with yourself and ask yourself, am I pushing myself to my fullest capabilities right now? Am I giving this workout my all? I want you dropping your knee down as far as you can in this lunge and a big squeeze coming all the way to standing. You've got just over 5 seconds left, and then we're right into those front squats. I know a lower body round can keep that heart rate lifted. You're doing a great job. 3, 2, 1, done. Okay, feet wider than hip width distance, dumbbells in front of your shoulders, and now push your hips back, chest stays lifted, all the way up and squeeze. 30 seconds of front squats right now. So remember, with front squats, when we're holding these dumbbells here in front of our shoulders, this is an awesome opportunity to utilize some core strength. Of course, we're using glute and leg strength here, but because we're holding this weight in front of our body as we lower and lift, this gives your core a lot of opportunity to work and strengthen as well. You've got 5 seconds to go, and then we're into those alternating lateral lunges. Just 3, just 2, and 1, done. Okay, deep breath, and let's get this done. Alternating lateral lunges, here we go, 30 seconds. Big step out to the side, back together, and switch. So gaze is forward. When you step out to the side and come back through center, I want you to push through your heel. Your heel is really the primary force driver in this exercise. You are just pushing through, utilizing your glute strength to come all the way back up to standing. You are so close to being done with this exercise, and then we drop the dumbbells. Just 3, just 2, and 1, done. Okay, go ahead and set them down. Up next, we've got that squat to front kick, 30 seconds. Let's keep your heart rate lifted. 3, 2, 1, go. Squat down, big kick up. Squat down, big kick. So as you kick, I want you to first drive your knee to your chest and then big push through your heel forward. I want you to keep that chest lifted. Maybe pick up the pace for the last 15 seconds. Are you getting your hips as low as you can? Are you really squeezing your glutes and squeezing through your core? You've got 8 seconds to go. Don't slow down, don't stop. Last 5, last 4, 3, 2, and 1, done. Okay, we are down to the mat for our last 2 exercises today. Get set up for those tabletop donkey kicks. So you can place that dumbbell behind your knee if you're utilizing a dumbbell. Situate your shoulders and your hips so they're squared to the mat. Belly button draws into your spine. 3, 2, 1, go. Push your heel to the ceiling and tap your knee down. So continue to squeeze through your core. Keep your back flat. Keep your shoulders squared and your gaze down. I just want you burning through this glute right now. Really find some glute strength. You've got 10 seconds and we switch it out. Almost there. Last 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Done. Switch it out. Put the dumbbell behind your other leg if you're utilizing that dumbbell. And deep breath. Here we go. 30 seconds on this side. 30 seconds here, 30 seconds of abs, and you will have made it to your concluding stretch today. Keep this up. You're already coming up on the halfway mark. Really burn through this glute. Tap your knee down, push your heel up. Finish this workout today with everything you've got. You're down to less than 10 seconds, and we're rounding in on that 5-second mark. 4, 3, 2, and 1, done. Put the dumbbell aside. Go ahead and lay back. We start with our heels to the ceiling. We got power press, alternating leg lowers. Heels to the ceiling, and now one leg lowers down, right back up. Push your heels to the ceiling. The other leg lowers down, right back up, heels to the ceiling. Head can stay down on the mat the whole time. So I want you really trying to roll your hips just slightly off the mat as you lengthen your legs and push your heels up. One leg lowers as long as you can keep that leg at a time. You have got 10 seconds to go. Don't stop. You've got your last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You made it. Go ahead and hug one of those legs in now. Let's take a hamstring stretch. Grab behind your thigh and now push your heel to the ceiling. Amazing work. Hold here and breathe. There is some aspect of your life in which you are being called by God to walk with Him. When you say yes to this calling, you will set in motion divine assistance, support, and guidance. Doors will open, and opportunities to live out your calling will arise. I want you to switch your legs now. Hug your other knee in, press that heel up to the ceiling, hold and breathe. In what ways might God be calling you to get out of your boat and step out in faith to follow Him? What are some small or large steps you can begin taking this week to get out of your boat a little each day? God, give us the courage we need to follow you wholeheartedly. Give us the strength we need to be women who follow your calling and in all ways seek to be used by you. Amen.